What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel Clearly Crypto, where we want to know more, grow more, and reap the benefits. For today's video, I do have quite a bit of big information for you guys today, some really big news articles, so make sure to stick around to the end of this video. It's going to be some big news that you don't want to miss out on. Make sure to get subscribed. I come out with this daily content to help you guys out figuring out the cryptoverse along with me. It looks like we are starting to get some more subscribers on here, so thank you guys so much for sticking around. Make sure to also follow me over on Twitter. That's where I also share my views on crypto, the different things I learn about reading charts, as well as other things that I find to share with you guys. If you didn't know, one of my favorite content creators, Mason versus Lewis, who is Crypto Mason, his Gold Squad is actually doing a giveaway with their VIP club, which is pretty cool. It's one of the first VIP only giveaway that they've ever done in the Discord. So make sure to get over into that Discord. I haven't joined the VIP just yet myself, but I am looking forward to once I have the funds for it. That way I can definitely talk to all of the people in there. Because even the free Discord does have quite a few people that are up to date with crypto, and it's been pretty fun talking to them in there. So yeah, make sure to drop a follow over here as well. So the first article that I have for you guys, this is something that I learned not that long ago by Crypto Mason actually, so shout out to him for being so awesome at getting us information. But GALA Film and Television revolutionized by the blockchain. So for those of you guys that know, GALA, which used to be GALA Games, recently changed their name just to GALA because they're doing like GALA Film, GALA Games, and there's one other I can't remember right off the top of my head. But they're doing quite a bit out there. GALA Films, started by GALA, the creators of GALA Games. Oh, GALA Music, that's the other one. GALA Film is building the future of entertainment on the blockchain. So listen to this, guys. It's going to host new projects, immersive and exclusive content, NFTs, and give fans control over their entertainment. So what does that mean? So fans are central to GALA Film as they can own and operate GALA Film nodes, the foundation of the GALA network. Film nodes host content and NFTs across GALA Film. By purchasing a film node license, fans can support the decentralized entertainment ecosystem. In doing so, node owners receive exclusive rewards and immersive experiences. So I know one of the things that they're doing right now, once it first starts up, is you're going to be getting a token called Popcorn as you run your node. That's going to help you later on to run your nodes more efficiently, from what I understand. So by purchasing GALA Film NFTs as well, fans help the Web3 entertainment ecosystems, and they receive rewards for doing so as well. So not only buying the nodes, but buying GALA Films NFTs are very, very good for the community. It offers a lot to them. That's one thing that I've seen GALA do quite a bit, is offer quite a bit of utility whenever they come out with things. It looks like they're trying to bring as much utility as they can with GALA Film, not only allowing people to watch it, but to be able to own a piece of it, and to give I'm hoping they do some pretty awesome rewards with this, not just giving out money, but other, like, especially this part where it says immersive experiences has me excited. So if you haven't seen, it's film.gala.com. This is going to be the website that you want to go to if you want to go out and buy a node, or if you want to do any more research. I do suggest doing plenty of research before you get into any crypto project. So you can see the upcoming projects as well into the Galaverse, box featured teaser. You have the Making of Chronic, which I know that one. That's going to be Snoop Dogg and I believe Dr. Dre. Let me know if I'm wrong down there. Not the biggest person into music, but I at least know that much. It looks like they have some pretty cool, like, not just like decent quality, but kind of high quality films on here. I know that they're all going to be kind of like in this style to where they're like cartoonish anime looking. But you know, I'm good with that. That's kind of the way of the future now. I know that anime is becoming quite big out there. I mean, you just had One Piece coming out with their new movie over in Japan that destroyed the box office over there. Along with whenever they had, what was it, Demon Slayer? The movie for Demon Slayer killed it all over the globe. So you can see the film nodes. There are still some for sale. It looks like there's 55 out of 150, which is pretty cool. The price for it up here, you can pay either in GALA, or I believe you can switch it over into Ethereum. It looks like it's just allowing GALA in here though. But yeah, you can buy it for GALA. And this is what will give you pretty much a piece of the company so that you're earning rewards as they're showing films to people. So if you've ever wanted to get a piece of the pie in the streaming industry, here's a way for you to do that. So now moving on from that, we have US Digital Dollar Project to work with Ripple on CBDC technical sandbox. This was really exciting to see. I love that the United States is finally at least starting to experiment with the technology. So they're not only working with Ripple, a few other digital asset firms to launch. So this is going to be set to start in early October with the initial focus on cross-border payments. So I wonder if they're going to also involve Stellar into that, because I know Stellar, it's XLM, right? Yeah, Stellar is also working on cross-border payments to help out the globe. So I wonder if they're going to be involved with this along with a couple other ones. I can't name off the top of my head, but I know. Sorry. So it's going to be two phases, an education phase, which of course people need to know about it, and a pilot phase. The results of the study will be shared and used to inform private and public sector shareholders on how advancing technical solutions can unlock business value in a transformative way. So they're basically having to teach everybody about what it can do, and then they're going to have to show them what it can do before they even have any opinion on it. So that's basically what this is for. The Digital Dollar Project, if you didn't know, they're basically just a project by the government that is running to help kind of help people know about digital currencies out there, as well as how it works and how it can help the world, as it's explaining here, of course. In April, the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, they partnered with the Digital Dollar Trust and launched Project Lithium to test CBDC infrastructure. That was pretty interesting to look into, so I just suggest that you do the same if you have the time. In March, US President Joe Biden also issued an executive order that placed high urgency on the research and development of a potential US CBDC. So that's why I'm pretty excited about this, is it's all kind of rolling up into this. So if it works great with Ripple or one of these other digital assets, we could be potentially seeing CBDCs entering into the United States, or some kind of form of that. So moving on from that article, we have Crypto.com ditches $495 million sponsorship deal, almost said scholarship, sponsorship deal with Champions League Soccer report. So I was just talking about in my video yesterday how the company Flow, the Flow Marketplace, has taken over like the NBA. They have MMA. I believe that they had baseball too, but they're getting quite a bit of sports, and I was just talking about how they might dip their hands into soccer, and this could actually be a way for them to do it if they're wanting to. So Crypto.com has pulled a massive sponsorship with the European Champions League, UEFA, at the last moment earlier this summer. It was going to run for five seasons and would have cost the crypto exchange roughly 100 million euros per season, or $99 million a year, making the now lost overall deal worth a hefty $495. So it would have costed more than they thought with that, especially. Prior to negotiations with Crypto.com, that the UEFA had been sponsored by Russian natural gas company, that company Gazprom, I believe it is, a deal the league canceled in March following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Crypto.com has been slated to replace them. So, of course, with everything that's happening with the Ukraine, nobody really wants to mess with Russia. So this gave Crypto.com that opportunity. They're dipping out of that opportunity. So I'm interested to see who's going to be getting into this, because they say right here that they have plenty of other existing sponsors trying to get into this. You see Lay's, Heineken, MasterCard, FedEx, Sony, PlayStation, just to name a few. So this isn't all of them, but these are some pretty big names. So I'm hoping that if anything, we can keep this, especially in blockchain technology. I would love to have all of sports to be all of the all of the stats for it, all of the different things as far as facts for it, everything that goes on with sports as far as their ticket sales. I mean, just getting tickets out to customers. Blockchain technology can help a ton out with the sports industry. So moving on from that, we have Ethereum merge and the hefty tax bill you could be in for. I wanted to bring this up just to kind of bring it to your guys' eyes as well. I didn't think about this, so I wanted to bring it up just in case you hadn't. So with the merge, a lot of people are talking about how it could do what's called a hard fork, basically like how it did with Ethereum Classic, if you know about that. It's another chain that ran the original Ethereum, and then once they did a little bit of fixing to the Ethereum programming, now that's what the Ethereum proof of work is now. And now they're saying if they once they try to move to proof of stake, there could be the possibility if something were to happen with the programming where they needed to do so, they might do a hard fork, creating a whole new chain. You would have Ethereum Classic, this Ethereum proof of stake, and then Ethereum proof of work, and then you would have another one which is Ethereum proof of stake. So what it's saying with this is that should a hard fork occur, meaning ETH holders are sent duplicate proof of work tokens, then a variety of tax impacts may fall out. So if that fork were to happen, like it says right here, and they're exactly correct, what they usually do is they do a snapshot of all the holdings and all the wallets across anywhere they can to figure out how much each person needs to get on the other chain to validate what they need. So say you had 1,000 coins, 1,000 Ethereum on the chain right now. If they were to fork it, then you would also be getting 1,000 tokens on the new chain, while the 1,000 tokens on the old chain still sat there. Not too sure on what would happen with the old chains. It might still be a little valuable since it's still kind of proof of work. I know a lot of people are speculating on what might happen with that, but just put this in your eyes just as, you need to make sure to keep up with your tax liabilities. You need to keep up with your tax obligations, especially with whichever government you're in. That way you're not getting in trouble. And we all need to do this. That way we can show that blockchain technology can be handled for the good. So for ETH held in user-owned on-chain wallets further points to IRS guidelines stating that any new proof of work Ethereum token would be regarded as income and will be valued at the time the user came into possession of the token. So not only are you going to be taxed on that if it's forked, taxed on that new token, but they're going to tax it at whatever the price is at the time that you get it. So if the price is really high and then it dumps down, that doesn't matter. It's going to be at that high point from whenever you first got it. So this is just another thing that the merge is kind of bringing out into our eyes. That's just kind of making it a little bit more iffy on what's going to happen. Like I said, there's a bunch of speculation, but I wanted to bring this into light for you guys. That way you can keep in mind that there might be tax obligations if it were to fork. So moving on from that, we have Microstrategy and Michael Saylor sued by District of Columbia for evading taxes. All this is that they're saying that he failed to pay taxes. They're saying that he had to have lived. They're saying that he lived there for at least 183 days because that's the amount of time that you would need to remain in your residence there in order for them to be able to tax you as a resident. So they're trying to say that it's an elaborate scheme to dodge paying taxes in DC between 2014 and 2022. So it's quite a long time that they've waited to say, hey, you've been living here, we need you to pay taxes. I'm surprised that they waited 8 years to do this. It kind of sounds like they just want to dip their toes into his pockets. So they allege Saylor neglected to pay more than $25 million in taxes during this time. So with inflation going on and the government having so much trouble with their balance sheets, I can see why they are wanting to get that big lump sum of money from him. MicroStrategy assisted Saylor to do so by filing false statements with Florida resident listed. So MicroStrategies came back and said, hey, Saylor has his own personal tax obligations. MicroStrategies has nothing to do with that. I mean, the guy has to take care of his own taxes. We're the company. He's his own person. You guys are wanting his taxes, not the company's. So the case was first brought to the attention of the AG's office by whistleblowers in April of 2021, who originally sought to sue Saylor for tax fraud. So it was pretty crazy to hear that somebody who had originally tried to sue Michael Saylor was now trying to get him for tax fraud. So this is just a pretty crazy case right here. Honestly, I do feel like he's going to get out of this. I don't think he's really going to have to pay anything. I really don't see him having to pay $25 million, if anything. Maybe he was at his residence over 183 days some of those years, but I doubt it for the whole 8 years. So now, the big news that I have for you guys, the one that you need to know about. So one of the blockchains that I love, one of my favorites out there, Avalanche, AVA Labs, they are in some FUD right now. So there's a bunch of, it's speculation out there. Nothing's been truly confirmed by like courts or anything, but it's starting to seem like it is true to me, and I'm going to show you why. So this is the original document here, cryptoleaks.info/case hyphen no hyphen 3. So this is case number 3 that CryptoLeaks has come out with. It has a ton of information, guys. It's about Roach Friedman. It's their attorney, one of their law firms that's under them, that's been apparently using their power to get into other crypto firms and figure out everything that's going on behind the curtain. So they're using class action lawsuits to go into these other firms and basically, instead of fighting the firm for the class action lawsuit, they're just using it in order to activate discovery, which allows them to look into their books. It allows them to look into what cryptocurrencies the company holds. It allows them to look into like what customers they have, how much the customers hold, just any information they might need to know. And it is like very valuable information for one company to have, especially to get it in such a nefarious way. So I mean, as you can see here, this page just goes on and on. I looked through all of this, and there is tons of information on here, guys. A lot of it does have some pretty good facts in here. I got this from Mason, from Crypto Mason. It was in this video right here from yesterday. I'll also leave the link down in my description as well. That way you guys can look at it as well, because there is a lot of info. If you're into Avalanche, into the AVAX token, you need to look into this. That way you know whether or not you want to stay in the company. I myself, I believe that there's plenty of projects being built on it with plenty of good people in AVA Labs and in the Avalanche Society, to where even without all of this, if they do have to move things around, it can continue to go, especially with how big the Avalanche network is already. So yeah, like I said, I got it from Crypto Mason, so shout out to him. Like I said, he is awesome for bringing up the things that we need to know, so definitely go give him a follow if you haven't. Subscribe to his channel. He has a ton of them too, so there's plenty of stuff to watch with him. So this is going off of that. So Kyle Roach moves to withdraw from multiple lawsuits. So this is what I'm talking about. So this comes out talking about how he's out here, Kyle Roach is out here doing all these nefarious things. After that, Avalanche Labs tries to say that this isn't true, that he wasn't doing anything of the such, and then you see articles like this where he's withdrawing from them. So Roach has moved to withdraw as one of the attorneys for proposed cases brought against multiple companies, include Bitfinex, Tether, DigFinex, sorry if I said that wrong, and Global Trade Solutions. A court document filed in the Southern District of New York on Wednesday showed the suit's claim that the that the crypto companies were involved in manipulating the digital asset market. So that does confirm some of the information that they had in here. So they were basically going in here, and just due to it being that certain type of litigation, they were allowed to just slander these companies too. They were allowed to say that they're out here doing people wrong, they're costing people their hard-earned money, things such as that. And I mean, now he's starting to withdraw from these. It's pretty crazy. I mean, they talk about how he has lived with the CEO, Kevin, how he apparently owns a third of what Kevin does. Not sure if that's exactly true. They didn't show any documentation to that, but that is pretty interesting to hear. He talks about how he also owns a ton of not only Avalanche, but equity in AVA Labs. It talks about right here, Sear, the guy over AVA Labs, in a statement, he said Roach's claims in the video were made up and designed to impress a potential business partner, and that Roach was a lawyer in a firm we retained in the early days of our company, one of more than a dozen law firms we employ for matters relating to tax, corporate, regulatory, and human resources. So right there, that's just kind of like saying, hey, cut him loose. We got caught, and we're just going to kind of say, hey, we have a dozen of them, so how can we keep up with them all to tell what they're doing? If they're doing bad stuff, how can that be on us? That's kind of, in my eyes, what that was saying right there. So Roach's published a statement in which he identified the meetings shown in the video as being with this guy, a Norwegian venture capitalist who intended to deceive and entrap him due to a business relationship with Definity founder Dominic Williams, which this is another company that he even talks about in the video that they're going up against in there. Now, it does show right here where it has a supposed email that was sent through AVA Labs by Sam Wang talking about how they're going to be working with Kyle Roach with the litigation financing initiatives. So this was kind of to show that they were in cahoots with him, but I mean, honestly, anybody could kind of fake this. But I mean, even down here, after publication, Roach moved to pull out of additional cases against Nexo, BAM Trading Services, the registered name for Binance US, Solana, and Definity. So you can see all of the names right here in this article that he's moving out of, and they're trying to say that this article that talks about him going against these companies that this article brings up is fake. They're trying to say that all this information, he's just trying to tell that guy just to kind of blow up who he is and to make him look good. But I mean, the proof is out here. It's showing that he's having to get out of these cases, which shows that he was in a position to go in there, use discovery, and find out additional information for AVA Labs. So I even found that in that, was it in that? No, it was in another article that I have after this. So I found that they have, you can see that Avalanche actually posted a Twitter post talking about how they were doing an initial litigation offering to bring $10 billion of asset class to Avalanche and retail investors. So Avalanche right here on their Twitter is showing, and it's still up. They haven't deleted this. This is still up here. This is from December 14th, 2020. I got it from this article right here. You go down, you scroll down, and it shows it right here. But they still have it up where they're showing that Avalanche is with, and this is the middle guy. In that article, it talks about how the middle guy sees that they're doing some pretty bad things along with AVA Labs and how he wanted to get out of it. So that's why it goes from that RCF to the RF, as you can see right up here. You can see that it's just Roach Friedman right there. But back whenever they came out with this, it was RCF with that Roach side. So I'm not going to destroy his name right there. But yeah, so that's some more proof right there showing that. If you click into the Medium article, which was published by Avalanche, it talks all about what that guy was talking about in all of the crypto leaks info. So this just further proves the rise of litigation funding in the United States has provided individuals or smart organizations access to the resources necessary. So he talks all about in those videos how they're using litigations as bringing litigation against other companies as a resource in order to figure out info that they need. So he says to assert their legal rights against well-funded entities. I love how he puts that in there. So it's basically a way for the little guy to get at the big guy so that they can kind of bridge the gap there. And this isn't a very good way to do it. So the advent of the IOL has the potential to provide even greater access to the justice in our society, and I am excited that our firm will be leading the charge along with the innovative minds at AVA Labs and Republic. So even right here in an article by Avalanche, he talks about how he's in cahoots with AVA Labs, and they don't go back and say, hey, that's incorrect. We're not really in cahoots with them that much, which they're trying to say now. They even have Kevin up here, which is talking about how great this would be for everybody out there, which is pretty crazy too. So it's just a whole bunch of FUD around Avalanche right now. A lot of people don't really know what to think. I myself, I'm still kind of just looking through all of the details to try to figure out what I want to do. Like I said, I do believe in all the projects that are on Avalanche. I do believe in the community that has been built around Avalanche. It is an amazing community in AVA. But I mean, with this could bring some serious problems in the crypto world. I mean, what if other companies decide to start doing this? Because what this did is it not only got some pretty valuable information for Avalanche, but it also, all the companies that were affected by this, um, they went out and they talked crap about them, like tons of it. Like a lot of the articles that you've been seeing in the past few months or so, talking about these other chains just being terrible with their regulations, with them causing people to lose money, things such as that, that could possibly be coming from this. So like it's not only allowing them to cheat in the crypto world, but it's causing the other chains to be looked down on, and it's just hurting cryptocurrency all across the board. So I don't want to ramble on too much. That's it for today's video. Like I said, I'm going to leave the link to this article down in my description. Definitely go check it out if you are in Avalanche, that way you know what you want to do with it. But thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to leave a like and a comment on what you're doing down there. Make sure to get subscribed as well if you're not. Like I said, I come out with these videos daily. I love you, and I'll see you next time.